Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today is day 16 of my journey to learn Japanese. And the series of live streams is all about documenting my progress with learning Japanese, going from a complete beginner. And previously, I've learned how to read and write hiragana and katakana, and then I've also learned 100 or so basic words of basic Japanese vocabulary. However, I only learned the hiragana and katakana for those 100 words. And so yesterday I made a start on learning the associated kanji for those words. And so that's what I'm going to continue with today. And so I'm here on the Lingo Command website. I'm going to press start now and go to vocabulary. And yesterday I studied animals. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the languages here. Well, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. So here I've got this table that has the English words on the left, the Japanese words on the right. This is in Romaji, but if I press here, I can get it in hiragana and katakana, and here with hiragana, katakana, and kanji, the way that actual Japanese is written. And so now if I press quiz, I'm getting the questions here being posed in English, and then I have to give the answer in hiragana, katakana, and kanji. If I swap languages, it then also swaps the questions. So now I'm getting the kanji on the left, and then I have to type in the associated English. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press random ordering here. That's going to scramble the order in which the questions are asked, because if you do these quizzes many times, you start to remember the order in which the questions are asked. So this is fish, sakana. This is dog. This is cat. This is pig. And then this is chicken, right? Because there are actually like two kanji here, I think. And this thing here on the right, that's bird. And so this is something bird. And bird in Japanese is tori. Chicken is niwatori. And so that's definitely chicken. This is usagi, so rabbit. This is sheep. Then this is bird. This is horse. And that's cow. So yeah, that was pretty straightforward, but now I'm going to step it up a little bit. I'm going to translate from English to Japanese. I'm going to handwrite my answers, because I did actually practice how to, yesterday I did some practice on writing these kanji. So this is the first stroke, that's the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now, actually, I'm looking here. It would be quite nice if we could press here and then also see the stroke order instead of like having to look here at the top. So that might be a feature I'll add in the future. But let's move on to the next one. So dog is quite simple. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's all correct. Cat, there's a lot going on here, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's cat. Pig. So you've got this, I think it's called a radical, but we've seen this often. And then here there's a lot going on. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But this is too wide and there's too much space in between. So I'm going to tidy this up a little bit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's a match. And for those of you that have just joined, I'm here on the Lingo Command website practicing writing kanji. And this is a quiz regarding animals. The questions here are being posed in English. And then I have to write the answer in kanji. So when you press here, you get this Photoshop looking box in which you can draw the answer. And I know chicken in Japanese, if I write this in Romaji, it's ni wa tori. Tori. And there are two kanji. So I can't quite remember the first, but I do remember that the second is this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now the question is, what's this one? I'm gonna take a look. Okay, so what we can do, by the way, is we can press here. And this stroke order diagram, it looks very chaotic. I'd love some user feedback if you guys prefer this in grayscale or in color. But essentially, you know how you have the colors of the rainbow? It starts with red and orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then violet. Sure, you can look at the numbers here, but there's so many numbers, it looks a bit kind of overwhelming. Whilst if you know it starts with red, then you just kind of look, oh, where's orange, where's yellow, and then here's green, there's blue, there's purple, etc. And then so once you get to violet, the colors kind of go back to red, right? So you just loop again. So now you've got red here. And then this is the kanji that, you know, that's the one for bird. So we're quite familiar with this one at this point. It's 1, 2, 3. That was a bit far. So what we can do here is we can press undo. This is kind of like Photoshop. So we've got this, and this goes further, and we've got this stroke. And then also regarding kanji, so this is one of the 3 scripts in which you write Japanese. There are these concepts called like radicals. There are these like shapes that you see within kanji. So like one kanji has multiple shapes inside it. And yeah, basically my point is it's worth, you know, when you do this often enough, you see these like little sub shapes within the kanji that kind of repeat. So this is the first stroke, but that's 2. It goes from top right to bottom left. And then it's this one. That's the second. That's the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that all looks correct. What I do want to point out is you might be wondering, like, why am I insisting on stroke order? Well, apparently stroke order helps you kind of, one, memorize the kanji more easily, but then also it makes your writing neater, faster, and also it's just the commonly accepted practice amongst like native Japanese people. And so if they insist on it, you know, we should probably follow suit. So with that said, that is rabbit, and then we go to sheep. Sheep is very simple. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Bird is, well, we've done this one, right? That's like the kind of like chicken. Chicken, the second kanji is the one for bird. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A little bit messy, but it gets across. And then horse. Oof, what was horse again? I think it's something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was perfect. So we can submit that. And then let's take a look at cows. So cows is quite simple. It's this. I think what's worth mentioning is that there are 2 horizontal strokes, and the second one is a bit wider than the first. Right? Oh, and this is interesting. So what my code is doing is when you press here, it shows a stroke order diagram there. Not sure if that's ideal, but it works for now. So this is great. Animals, like we've got that locked in. Let's go to body parts. And I've got a theory. So when you're able to write a kanji, I think you can definitely read it. Like it's very hard to forget a kanji that you're actually able to write in the correct stroke order. And I didn't practice writing these kanji. And so why don't we swap the language and then I will give this a try. So this is head. Is this hand? This is back, mouth, ear. This is leg or foot, and then both of them is that kanji, ashi. This is eyes. So then, you know, this is either leg or foot. Let's just put foot. And then this is stomach. So then we've got these last 2. I haven't had arm yet. And then what's this last one? So we've had head, stomach, back, arms, legs, finger, yubi. This is fingers. I'm kind of cheating here, right? Because I've done this quiz so many times, I remember what words are in there. So kind of by process of elimination, I managed to deduce that that's fingers, but we'll give that a tentative pass for now. What I'm going to do is move on to the next one. I'm going to try colors. So this is skato, so skirt. So this is just katakana, right? There is no kanji for this. Come on, Kevin. Okay, I'm gonna uncheck and recheck random ordering. That's gonna scramble the order in which the questions are asked. And I'm gonna lock in now. So this is jaketo. So let's think this through. Jaketo. I mean, obviously that's jacket, right? What am I doing? This is skato. So this is skirt. And then this is scarf, because this is fu, so skafu. This is seita, so that's sweater. This is zubon, which is trousers, apparently a French loan word, which is strange to me because trousers obviously is pantalon, if I'm not mistaken, in French. No idea what that is, but this is necktie, so this is just a tie. And so then we've got these 4 actual Japanese words, no loan words. No idea what these are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the study section here. I'm going to uncheck swap languages and give this a read. You know what I might do? I might select the words that have kanji and just focus on those, right? Because the katakana I already know. think what's also useful is, what is the actual pronunciation of these words? So let's try and remember. This is boshi,
帽子、
shitagi,
下着、
kutsuishita.
靴下、
Yeah. And this is kutsu.
靴。
Fantastic. So the question is, how do I proceed from here? I've selected handwrite my answers, so what I can do is I can try and learn the stroke order at least a little bit, and that's going to help cement this, right? So hat is 2 kanji. Oh, this is ridiculous. With all due respect. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go again, and then it's further along, and there are 3 strokes below. And then that's hat. There's some space in between. So let's do that again. So this is 1. So it's actually not as crazy as I thought it was. It's 1, 2, 3. And then here it's 1, 2, 1, 2. And then it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is very sloppy. Let's try and do this neater. So this is 1. That's 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then 3 lines here. Let's give that a read. Yeah, okay, so I did the first one. Oh, wow. So this is 1 kanji with 3 radicals, I guess, and then this thing. Let me try and guess the stroke order for this. So maybe it's 1, 2? Almost. So this is 1 stroke, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. So let's try and remember this whole thing. So you get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then you've got this one, and then that, and then this. Okay. One thing that I'm curious about. So these are the same length. That's interesting. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you get this one, then that, then this. Check that out. That's not bad. So shoes is 1 kanji, and we know this radical, right? So that's okay. Like I've seen that before. Same with this, right? This little box, we've seen that. Then there's a cross, and then this thing here on the side. And then I think I've even seen this before. This kind of looks like katakana for he. To me, it looks very similar. So let's do that again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But this last one kind of swoops up a little bit. So let's try to do that without looking. And this is shoes, right? This is shoes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would say that's correct. Fantastic. So socks. What is socks? Yeah, so this is socks. This is great. So you know how like chicken is you've got the kanji for bird on the far right. We've kind of got a similar thing going on here. So socks has the shoes kanji, and then this thing. And so this is easy peasy, right? We've done this before, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there's this, that, this. A little bit sloppy. So I'm gonna write that again more neatly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's that one. So that's the shoes kanji, I guess. And then this is presumably something like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So we'll give that a pass. And then underwear, shitagi. Oh, it's just this thing again. It's not interesting. Now this looks like sheep. You're joking. It's starting to make sense. So you've got the sheep kanji here on top. Because sheep is like wool, right? Wool comes from sheep. So this sort of makes sense to me. And then you've got this little like box here, which presumably has this stroke order. Wait, hold on. I'm rushing. So it's 1, 2, and then it's this. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that have a different stroke order now? Let's see. So that was correct, but I'm quickly in a new tab. I'm gonna open. I want to see the stroke order for sheep. So I'm going to handwrite my answer, go to sheep. It's here at the bottom. Yeah. Honestly, that does not make sense to me. I'm gonna... You can... Yeah. So here, right? That's the kanji for sheep. Then when it comes to underwear, that is literally the same thing as what we have for sheep. But here, this is the 4th stroke, and here it's the 6th. Now, one thing I am noticing is that the 6th stroke goes down further, whilst it doesn't here. So, okay, technically it's not the same, but it's very similar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm doing it out of order again. Okay, so let's try and do the whole thing from memory. So, it's 1, 2, 3. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Something like that. Let's see. But there are 3 lines here. 3 lines below this 9th stroke. That's not quite right. Interesting. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. So why don't we check now if I can go from Japanese to English. So we swap the languages. We don't select the word, so this is just everything. And we're going to uncheck and recheck random ordering. This is scrambling the order in which the questions are asked. So this is hat, right? Immediately wrong. Immediately wrong. Gonna scramble the order of the questions again. So this is trousers. Scarf is scarf. This is... Okay. So this is the kanji for shoes. but there's like another thing to the right. So this is the stuff inside shoes called socks. This is simply shoes then. And then this is hat. This is seta, so sweater. Necktie is tie. Scato is skirt. Jacketto, jacketto is jacket. And by the way, so here there's this is called a sukon. It's a tsu, right? It's a tsu in katakana, but it's half sized, and so that means that there's a pause. And apparently there's this concept called a mora, which is like a beat, like a cadence to Japanese words. So in English you've got vowels, right? Like jacket, 2 vowels. Whilst here this is 1 vowel or 1 mora, I guess. Ja, ke is the next one, but then this silent beat is a whole mora, and then so is this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 mora. So it's like ja, ke, to. So it's not ja, ke, to. It's ja, ja, ke, to. Something like that. As for this is underwear. Yeah. Actually, let's Google this. So kanji for underwear as sheep kanji. Yeah, so this is called the sheep element. That's interesting. So I was right. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna do another round. This is trousers, scarf. This is socks. That's shoes. This is hat, sweater, tie, skirt, jacket, and underwear. So now the real test is, can I write the kanji, right? So I'm gonna uncheck swap languages. I'm gonna handwrite my answers. So trousers is zubon. So I think that's something like this. This is zu. And then ho. What is ho? Because this is n. Now regarding bo, we know that's just ho with dakuten on top. So what is ho in katakana? This is ha. This is hi. This is fu. And then he was this. So then what is ho? What is ho? Oh, I'm gonna be so annoyed when I look the answer. Oh my god. Should have remembered that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's that. So okay, let's write this whole thing. So it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's zu. This is ho. And then with dakuten it becomes bo. And then this is zubon. Job done. Scarf is sukafu. Yeah. So socks is the one for shoes with then this thing at the end. So it was shoes. Was it something like this? Wait, let's do that from the beginning. So I think you've got this radical. Because like the thing is, I've seen this before. At least this shape. And then you've got this, that, that. And then you've got this. Almost there. I forgot. So this is all correct. But then you've got this as well. So that's one kanji, and then that's the next. Oh my god, what am I doing? So this is just the same as socks, but without the thing on the right. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There. Hat is, what is hat? Ah, it's this thing. So it's one. Let's write this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and then it's that again. Now 3 lines, and then it's 1, 2, 3. There we go. This is say ta like that. Oof, that's not actually quite correct. So it's this. That's ta. I missed a stroke. So this, and for those of you that have just joined, I am practicing writing kanji. I'm on the Lingo Command website. I'm doing a quiz regarding clothes. And when I say kanji, it's just any word with hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So tie in Japanese is neck tie. And so this is obviously coming from English, so it's a loan word. And so this is ne. That's the katakana for ne. And then it's ku. Ku is this one. So this is neck. And then we do the kanji, or the katakana for ta. And then we just need e. And e is probably this. So I'm gonna say this is the answer. Wait, let's this here. Nekutai. Let's see. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. So we'll give this a pass and move on to the next one. So skirt is it's once again katakana. So this is the kanji for su. And then this is the kanji for, let's write this more neatly, ka. So it's ska. And then in katakana, you have this dash. This extends a vowel sound, right? So it's ska, and then it's to. And what I mean with this, so this u here is essentially silent. Then you have ka, but it's extended. So it's, you can almost consider it like 2 A's. And then this is to. So it's ska to. Let's remove all of this text and just check our answer. Be pretty embarrassing if this was wrong, but it is, fortunately, it's correct. And then here, so once again, katakana, and there's a lot going on, right? So I want to point something out. So first of all, this is jacket to in romaji, right? So that's how you pronounce the word, but how do you write this in katakana? So this is, wait, sorry. So if I write, this is she, in katakana, if I'm not mistaken. And so if I now apply this dakuten mark on top, shi becomes ji. So this is ji, and then this is ya. But this needs to be half size. And I'm going to explain why, just because I think it's very useful. So suppose that I write this. So this is ji, and then I write this full size like that. When you read this out loud, it's ji, ya. Here, this ya is half size. When you see a half size ya, yu, or yo, either in hiragana or katakana, you're dealing with something called a yun combination. That's a blended syllable. So this ji and this ya, it becomes a blended sound, ja. And so the first two katakana for jaketo is this blended katakana yun combination. And then we go to ke, right? So ke is this extends to the right, and then so this is ke. And then now this kanji is like this, but there's another concept going on here, so I gotta make it really small. 1, 2, 3, and then we've got to. So as you may have noticed here, there are two T's, right, in the Romaji interpretation. So this to, this is called a sukuon. It's a silent, you don't actually pronounce this tsu. The point of it is that it's a mora, it's like a pause where there's no sound, and then you say the next consonant more sharply. So it's not jaketo, it's jaketo. You put extra emphasis on the to, and there's a pause here. So let's submit that, and yeah, that's indeed correct. So we'll give that a pass. What I do want to see very quickly is what is the correct stroke order for the katakana tsu. Let's take a look. So this is katakana. Let's go to the quiz, or to this table. And then if I go to tsu.
tsu,
Okay. So I started like that. I knew something was off. It didn't quite feel right. So tsu is this. And that makes sense because you're kind of moving the top parts of these strokes are moving left to right. Anyways, let's talk about underwear. So if I'm not mistaken, underwear has the sheep kanji on top, and then this thing. So this is one kanji for underwear, and then here I think you've got this simple shape here. And would you look at that? It's correct. Great. So I might as well try colors, right? So let's take a look. Pink, orange, very simple, right? That's just katakana, loan words from presumably English. But then the rest is kanji, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hone in on the ones that I don't know. And also, right, how's this pronounced? So I think this is the hard part about kanji. Like when you look at it, you've got no idea how this is pronounced. Also with hiragana or katakana, because it's phonetic, you just read it. But gray is it's hairo. Yellow is kiro.
黄色、
Yeah,
灰色、
hairo. Okay. This is shiro,
白、
midori,
緑、
and then this is chairo,
茶色、
ao,
青、
ao. Okay. Ao.
青、
It's being brought to my attention that there's this thing called pitch intonation in Japanese. And so each of these mora, these beats in a Japanese word, like katakana, right? That's 4 mora, presumably. Some of them, they go up in pitch, some of them go down in pitch. And basically, I think it's called a homonym. Basically, some words, it's like literally the same like spelling, but based on, or at least the same phonetic spelling, but then based on your pitch, it means one word or the other. And for those of you that have just joined, I am practicing like Japanese vocabulary on the Lingo Command website. I'm looking at colors, and here I've got English on the left and kata or kanji on the right. And I'm just firstly seeing if I actually know the word. So green is midori.
緑、
Yeah. This is chairo.
茶色、
This is ao.
青、
This is aka.
赤、
Aka. Okay. Pronunciation slightly different. This is kuro.
黒、
Kuro. Okay. And then this is murasaki.
紫、
Murasaki. And so if I want to remember these kanji, what I can do is I can go here to quiz. And then I've got handwrite answers selected here. So if I go here and I say show answer, and I press on this kanji here, this is a stroke order diagram. And so this, let's take a look. We've kind of seen this before, this kind of box shape. And then we've just got a cross here with 2 parts at the bottom. And then these, we've seen this before. So this is black. Okay. Let's see if I can remember that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Job done. Very simple. Blue is 1, 2, 3, 4. But that last stroke is a lot wider. So let's do that again. It's 1, 2, 3. No. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So let's submit that. Let's try and do this from memory now. So blue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Looks pretty good to me. What is brown? Let's take a look. So there's a lot going on here. So it's 2 kanji. But this radical, we've seen this. I'm pretty sure it's a radical at this point, right? We've seen it so many times. We've seen this before. Then you've got this like roof-looking thing, and then this looks almost identical to ho in katakana, right? So this is ho. It's a little bit of a curve. And so this shouldn't be hard to remember because it's just this mora. Then you've got this one. And then it's essentially ho like that. I'm sure it's got a different meaning in kanji, but that's kind of straightforward. And then we can just look at that one. So it's 1, 2. And here is where this color coding really comes in useful, in my opinion, right? So, for example, this purple 6 stroke is lying directly over the yellow 3. And so when you look at the yellow here, basically we can see the correct stroke order without just looking at the numbers. So let's go back slightly and try and do these strokes more neatly. So this is 1, 2. And for those of you that have just joined, I'm practicing kanji for Japanese vocabulary. In particular, I'm on colors right now. And so this is the second kanji for brown. And I want to quickly explain like how this diagram works. So the strokes are basically in the order. The coloring of the strokes is the same as that of the rainbow. So first comes red, then orange, then yellow, then green, blue, and then purple. And that's very useful because, for example, here, you can see that this yellow line, it's behind the purple one. And so if it's just grayscale, it's very hard to see what stroke comes first. Whilst if you just remember this coloring of the rainbow, you can sort of follow along quite neatly. So this is the third stroke, fourth, fifth, sixth, with that here. So let's try that again without looking. So this is for the first kanji, that first radical, and then I might be too confident here. Okay, so let's take a quick look and try again. So this is let's undo and zoom out a little bit. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the first kanji. And then the second was 1, 2, 3. And then what's next after this? So this is correct, right? This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this looks like hot to me from katakana. So it makes it easy to remember. But then if we look at the second kanji, yeah, so I was right up to the third stroke, but then I got to remember this stuff. So this is, you split this box-looking shape in the middle, and you've got this stroke, and then you've got this kind of hook-looking thing. So let's try that again. And the reason also why I'm writing the kanji is I think it really kind of consolidates them in your mind, makes them hard to forget. And it's kind of fun, actually. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, this stroke is even from left to right, so that was all perfect. So we're going to give that just a pass. Move on to the next one. So green is mi, do, ri, right? If you write this in romaji. But what is the kanji? Oh my god. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to call that like one cluster. And then you've got this thing on top. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to be hard to remember. That's very difficult. But it's muscle memory, right? If you do it long enough, you'll get it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it's, you know what's hard is these are going towards the center of this subsection, because there's this thing called like a radical, which is like a subset of a kanji. And so I'm not sure if this is a radical, but suppose it is. This is moving towards the center, that's moving towards the center, so is this, but then that's moving away. So I just remember everything is going towards the middle, and then that's moving away. And let's see. I think the other, yeah, okay, let's just try and remember that. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it was like 7. Yeah, it's something over here. And there's something there. I'm not remembering this well. Okay, so this was actually all kind of going okay, except this has to go in. 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. This was okay too, but this needs to be longer. And then I forgot this, yeah. Okay, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that looks okay, but there's way too much space in between. So let's try and make that a bit more compact. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's look at gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this shape, I've seen that before. It's kind of interesting. So we start with the horizontal stroke first, then go down. Then we have these two, and then we've got this shape. And this is for gray, and that's the first kanji. Oh, this is quite hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then actually, I think we've seen this before, right? So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've definitely seen this kanji before. But where? Now, isn't that something? So brown is chairo, gray is hairo. So they both end in this airo thing at the end. And they both end in the same kanji. So that will help us for sure. I think even this might not be too bad, right? Because, okay, I don't know that radical, but I've seen this one loads of times, so that's fine. And then this, we've seen that before. Because that is the first part of green. So you've got this radical here. Wait, let's do that. So you've got this, then you've got this thing which looks like hi in katakana, and then it's just this shape. But it all needs to be more compact, from what I can tell. So let's clear all and go again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see. So this is larger than I thought it is. And these really are smaller. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Give that a pass. So this is aka. Let's see. I'm gonna try and guess the stroke order. So I think it's probably 1, 2, 3. So let's write that 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's take a look. Okay. So I was right about 4, 5, 6, 7, but this stroke comes before that one because I guess this is its own thing. So let's write that. So aka is basically across, then this thing, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Shiro is probably got this stroke order. That's what I would assume. Let's take a look. Yeah. It's funny, you know, if you well, this is only day 2, but I'm starting to see, I mean, if I'm not going crazy, I'm starting to see some patterns in these stroke orders. Maybe this is the stroke order? No. This radical we've seen before. Then it's that. Then we do the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And then we've got these two. And then this we've seen as well. This is kiro. Once again, iro. So if it's a color and it ends in iro, you just stick this thing at the end. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this vertical stroke comes after that hook shape, this kind of rotated L. So let's do that again. So 1, 2, 3. No. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, there's a line separating these. I see. Let's do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then this kanji, this is iro. Like that. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That all looks correct to me. So I guess what I can do now is I'm gonna do the quiz, but I'm gonna go Japanese to English. So this is ending in iro. So this is maybe this is like gray. This is pink. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can read. We just had this. This is yellow. This is orange. And then this is white, which I like because it's kind of simple. White is a simple color. I think this is green. I almost typed in midori, but we want actual English, not romaji. So that would probably be brown. That's red. Blue. Okay. This is red. This is purple. I remember purple is like very complicated. Complicated looking at least. So by process of elimination, what could this be? You know what? I don't know. Let's see. That's black. Black. Okay. Gonna go again. So I'm going to undo and redo random ordering. That's kind of scrambles the order in which the questions are asked. So this is black. This is gray. That's purple. That's brown. This is white. No. It's red. This is orange. White. Blue. Yellow. That's green. And then this is pink. Awesome. So that's not half bad. So we've sort of got a bit of an understanding for kanji for animals, body parts, clothes, and colors. I think I'll probably end the stream here, and then on the next live stream, I'm going to continue expanding, my knowledge of kanji. So I'd like to do days of the week. I could do like some other topics within beginner level topics within Lingo Command, so months of the year, numbers, maybe verbs. I haven't done family and food like at all yet. Like I haven't even done like the romaji or hiragana for that, for the katakana. But in any case, I'd like to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That would really help support the channel. And it would also help me support me to continue working on lingocommand.com. That's the website that we're using here. And also to continue working on the accompanying iOS app, which essentially has all the same features. But in any case, thank you for watching.